Wow, my name is Prophet Dr. Oziegbe, and to God be the glory. I'm the General Overseer of Word of Prayer Bible International Church, and also the MD of Testimony Hospital. God has been so faithful, and I thank God for what He's doing in my life. God bless you. Wow, I have a lot of story to tell. Let me go back to my school days and my family. I am a son to Mr. Oziegbe, and my mother had only me in the family, and we have a large family. My father married 3 wives, and to the glory of God, I grew up with my grandmother, because my mother had some issue with my father, and they went back to his mother place and gave birth to me, a place called Walo Uke in Urumi, Edo State. Then I grew up there. I was given birth to in Church of God Mission, Walo branch. I grew up there, and to God be the glory, I become a member of the church and grow from there and become an assistant pastor. I assist my pastor, and to God be the glory, in 1994, late Bishop Idaosa, our father in the Lord, gave me a scholarship. And on that convention, I took my old scholarship and went back to the village, because right from birth, my father always called me pastor, that I am different from every other child. And I went back to the village to resume the school on that 94. But something happened. At that same moment, my father died. I couldn't continue again. I couldn't go back to Benin to start All Nation Bible College. Then 1995, I came to Lagos to visit my auntie. That was August 1st, 1995. Then I came to Lagos 7 days after, August 7. My auntie gave me food to cook. I cooked the food by myself. Let's assume somebody cooked it. I would have said they poisoned me. Then I cooked the beans and I ate part of it. I can still remember beans and potato. And immediately eating part of that food, instantly I started throwing up, started vomiting. That was how I see myself rich. If I take water, it will come out. Anything I take will come out. But to God be the glory, my auntie tried take me from one church to the other. It's as if nothing is happening. And I was not dry like a broom. Imagine someone that could not eat. Can't drink water, can't eat. Anything I take, it come out. Then one of my auntie worked in Bicham. And when I told them that, oh, my son is sick. They say, oh, your son is sick? Why can't you take him to the hospital? Bring your son, let us see him in Bicham Oshodi. And I went there. When the manager saw me, manager shouted, is it your son? The woman said, no, it's my auntie's son. Already called me her own son. And they said, okay, take him to the hospital. They took me from there to Anifo Keja. Silver Fountain is the name of the hospital. I got there. The doctor said, wow. He said, this is an operation. That my intestine is blocked. That they call it ulcer, chronic ulcer. And intestine is blocked. That I cannot take anything in. They put me on the drip and said, we should go and look for 100,000. Then my brother, if you sell me or sell my family, sell my mother, sell everybody general, you will not see 5,000 safe. But to God be the glory, we returned back. My auntie returned back to the company. They said we are going to take over the bees. Then they admit me, but not treating me. They said they cannot do operation because I'm too lean. They always start giving me drip. For 1 month, on September 12, remember August 7, the sickness start. September 12 in Anifo-Shekeja. Early in the morning, my auntie said, oh, I'm tired. Let me go and tell them in workplace that what's happening to you. And he left. As he left, around 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, I was not sleeping. Suddenly, a man appeared by the door with a white apparel, 2 trays on his hand, and walked to me. I thought it's the doctor. Then I said, good morning, sir. He said, good morning. He mentioned my name. Victor. How many times did I call you? I said 3 times. He said, this sickness is not to kill you, but to prepare you to go and save my people. I said, yes, sir. I never still know who is talking. Then he walked to me. Then he put his hand on my hand. Suddenly I saw fire burning my 2 hands, but my hand is not burnt. Fire is just burning. I said, what is this? Then he walked to me again. He took anointing oil, placed it on my tummy, and the oil disappeared into my body with the bottle, everything. I said, what is this, God? And suddenly he came to me, he dropped the 2 tray, and he used his finger, not a knife. He cut my stomach to 2 and opened it. I was watching him. I was not sleeping. He removed all the intestines and put it on an empty tray, and walked to the other tray that was not empty and opened it, nylon. It was a brand new intestine, and fixed it into my body. Then immediately he said, seal it back. Then he said, I am sending you to liberate my people. He said, go, whatever you burn on earth shall be burned in heaven. That was how the man disappeared again. And instantly one of my aunties walked in. I said, a man was here just now. She ran down to the downstairs, asked the nurse, nobody climbed up. They ran, come back. They said nobody. I explained my story to them. As they left back, I was hungry now. I took the bread, I ate it. When they come, they were started shouting, why are you eating bread? But before you know it, the doctor came in. I told the doctor my experience. The doctor took me to the lab and scanned my stomach. The doctor shouted and said, wow, Jesus has really visited you. The intestine is new, and the one I'm seeing is new. That was how God healed me. And I came out of that hospital, and to God be the glory, I started a walk. I started working with Dangote Agrosac. From there, I started my Bible school. I attended Faith Bible College at Songwater. And the Lord, since that time, God has been faithful. Then I ran up the Bible school in year 2000. And to God be the glory, this ministry started 2001. I've worked with men of God, and God has been so faithful to me. So that's how this ministry starts. We started 2001 October, and to God be the glory, God has never disappointed us one day. May the Lord bless you. I schooled in Edo State. First of all, I was in Esan Grammar School. After my primary school, Esan Grammar School. In JSS 3, my grandmother said he could not take care of my B again. I should step out of school. I stepped out of school. Then I started learning work. I learned panel beating. You know, when a car damaged, we repair it and make it a new one. Then at the time, no money to branch agreement. I moved from there. I went to furniture. I learned furniture. It was when I was learning furniture that a man appeared This man is an Igbo man, and the man was crippled, paralyzed. The man came to Lagos to take treatment in the village where I grew. 2 houses to my grandfather's house where I live. The man is a herbalist. Was taking care of this man. I was coming back from work. This man came out and called me with his crutches. And I came. I said, how do you know me? When I came, I drove my sport bicycle and I parked. He said, you are not to learn work. I said, why are you telling me that? Nobody to pay my school fees. He said, the Lord spoke to me last night. You should go back to school. I said, oh God, forget that one. Nobody to pay my school fees. The man asked me to follow him. And the man led to his room, where they give to him in that doctor's house. Then I went there, and the man told me that God said he should give me some money. Immediately, the man took 1,000 naira. I can still remember 200 naira note, 5. Give it to me. I have never seen that kind of money in my life. And he said I should go and return back to school. That same day, I stopped that job. I ran to school, registered myself, paid my school fees, sold my uniform, buy my books, and I still came back with 400 naira remaining change. The next day, I said, okay, let me go and give this money back to the man that gave it to me, because that's how we were trained. I went back to the man. I made the man lie down on the bed, Mr. Emeka. Then I said, oh God, the money you gave to me, I paid my school fees, I bought my uniform, they are sewing it now. This is the remaining change. The man was lying down. He said, Victor, you came back to tell me about your chain. I said, yes. It's okay, please, can you carry me up? I didn't pray. I lift one of his leg. As I lift the second one, he said, something left me. The man said, something left his body. I said, okay, and I came back to carry the whole body. I hold him and I lift him up. That was how Mr. Emeka regained his healing. Instantly started walking. I was not a pastor then. The man would look at me and say, what I have been treating for years. I pay your school fees, you carry me, I'm here. He said, I will train you to university. That was how the man went back to Lagos. Every month, he always come and give me money. I was a big man in the school. He bought Okada for me. Every of my teachers, they come to me, I carry them back home. So I finished my secondary school. The man paid my school fees. But after the secondary school, that's why I see the man. I couldn't see the man again until today. Mr. Emeka, I couldn't see him again. He disappeared. Whether he's still alive now, I don't know. But I know he has played a role in my life. Then from there, I moved to Lagos. I went to Faith Bible College, Sango Ota. And to God, 3 years, I graduated and I came out. And also, by the grace of God, with the work of the ministry and pursuit of more knowledge, today, I went, God helped me. Today I have BSc in public administration. God has been so faithful. I think where you are going until you get there, no one can stop you. By the grace of God. In Jesus' name. God bless you. My marital life. Wonderful. Anyway, well, in 2001, my ministry started. 2001, 2002, 2003. If you would tell me to marry, I would be annoyed of you. But a night came, God just opened my eye. My wife was not in Lagos here. She was in school in Ekboma, Ebusali University. I didn't know her before. And suddenly, she appeared to me in my dream. For the first time, I went to pastor and said, see a woman I saw in the dream. The pastor asked me to pray, and I prayed. I said, God, if it's an evil, God, remove it, remove it. I pray seriously. But about a week later, I had another dream again, the same girl. And this lady, this is my wife, carrying honey and asked me to take. And I was looking at her in that dream. But suddenly a great man of God, I can remember Reverend Chris Oyakhilome, just appear. He said, take it. Oh, I should take it? He said, take it, it will be good for you. And I took the honey and I opened my eye. Around 5 o'clock that day, I said, God, what is this? If it's your way that you are the one sending this woman to me, let the woman appear to me. And to the glory of God, to my shock, that is the highest shock I have seen in my life. Around 12 on that same day, after waking up in the morning, around 12, I was doing counseling in my room. Suddenly, a lady knocked at the door. And I asked my pastor to open for the door. And they opened the door. So the same lady I saw in my revelation that gave me honey in the morning, just walking. I told her, look, you came here for counseling and everything. God said you are my wife. No argument. God said you are my wife. Then I was living in the 4x4, very small room, 4x4 room. And she smiled. She said, I will think about it. Then I prayed with her. Then she left back to Benin. Then I think about 3 days later, she called me. I think she have think that time. Because you know what woman like? It called nonsense. So when woman is pretending, it means he like it. So she called me. I said, okay, she have think about it. It's the will of God. That was how we met. And here we are today. To God be the glory. We waited for 4 years before God gave me testimony. My first son is testimony. I was praying in the middle of the night. God told me Egiose. Egiose means God's time. I told them, I said, God said Egiose, God's time. I mean, this is your time. The time we also have our children. Before then, a lot of crises, people, they say, you are pastor, you are praying for people are receiving, why you don't have your own? I can still remember a man I met in my street, and I bought a new Jeep then. I greeted the man said, my Jeep you will first buy, go and born your baby first. But my reply to the man was that you will come to my naming ceremony. And to God be the glory. That same month, that same year, you don't pass my wife by, and God said the time of God has come. Then God gave me Egiose, which is testimony. Then after 4 years, God gave me twins, Winner and Solution. So for the moment now, I have 3. I have 3 kids now, and which we are expecting another one on the way by the grace of God. I married since 2003. 2003, yes. I married 2003. That should be about 15 years now. About 15 or 14 years now. 2003. God bless you. Hallelujah, praise God. Once again, we thank God for everything. And well, I've said a lot about my journey, and the ministry started in 2001. And to God be the glory, I started the ministry in my 4x4 room, very small room. I don't know, then we were looking for money to rent a house. I went to Oziegbe, number 5 Muslim Street, and I got a 4x4 room for 10,000 naira for 2 years. Not knowing that the house was on top of Sockaway. Because when the pit toilet full, they patch on top of it, and the caretaker give it to me. I don't know. People I met in the yard didn't tell me. So I lived there for good 2 years. And this ministry started from that room. And to God be the glory, one day I was delivering a family, And suddenly the boy got delivered. The father was so happy and jumped up in my room. And this particular place, when the church started, there I normally go there to sing. When I'm singing, hitting my leg on the ground, it would be sandy. I turned it to become like a jazz band or bongo. But suddenly, not knowing that that place was a dead zone, as this man hit his leg there, the ground pool, and the rug on top of my room was the one that sustained the man. And as we removed the rug, brothers and sisters, there was, I dropped 12 feet stick inside that hole. We could not find the end. Then the people in the compound came and said, Pastor, this is how you are. It's our toilet before. The caretaker just seal it and put you in. I live in Sockaway toilet for good 2 years before God exposed it. Then from there, I moved to Adebola Street, number 19 Adebola Street, and Alhaji house. So I started the church again in that house. My 2 small room, and to God be the glory, the Alhaji gave us the compound to be doing church. After about few months later, other Alhajis in that city, they gang up against the Alhaji. How will you give your house to a church? Alhaji began to vex, but the man was a nice man. Then one day they brought a woman dead, one Mrs. Lucy. They brought him dead, and they brought it to the house, and I lay hand on the woman. Instantly the woman came back to life. That was how we move. The woman said, oh, my husband have a 2 apartments in the Okearo. I don't even know where they call Okearo. It's Shagai side. I followed the woman, and he said, take anyone, build your church here, because the testimony was heavy and was happy. She was happy. I wanted to build. God said, don't try it. I said, God, what will I do? He said, just roof and start worshiping God, worshiping me here. We roof. 2003 was my first year of traveling out of Nigeria to preach, which is I traveled to Ghana to preach. As I came back from Ghana, this woman came up and said, all the caretaker in that area, all the landlord, they gang up with the woman. They said, take this land for this man. The woman that was dead then, that God raised back to life, came up and said, we should leave. Whoa. I said, God, what? They say, yes, your time is expired here. Now to get your own land. And to God be the glory, one of my elder looked for the land nearby. God gave us this place we are today. Number 3, Shoboyejo Close, where we are today. And in this property we are today, a lot of crisis. I bought the property from 3 good people. First person sell it to me, and they came up, another person come up and said, it's the owner. I pay. Third person take me to police station. My first time to visit police station was this land. And but to God be the glory, God gave us victory. And today we possess the land, and all our enemies that time in that area, so many of them have converted to us, and so many of them that seek for our death and our evil, God take care of them. Let me tell you, brother and sister, no matter the crisis you face in life, victory is always for God. When you persist, when you wait upon God, He will always answer your prayer. So that was how the journey continued. We finished that battle. On the battle of the church, how many will I talk? In the same street, someone want to revise the church. We already have only 2 cars then. Want to revise car in the church. The other house came up and said, don't revise here. Before you know it, they released a bottle on one of my pastors, one of my usher head, and it was a big crisis. But to cut the story short, that was the first time they bring us out on television, which is Labioru then, and they advertise us on television. But to God be the glory, we also have the victory. When God stands by you, no matter what you face in life, God will always stand by you. From one trouble to the other, I will not be able to say all, but all we are seeing today we thank God for the victory that God has given to us. That's not until it was the first time I traveled out of Nigeria to go and preach in Ghana. When I came back, the nation started. But to God be the glory, today I have traveled around the whole world in this great gospel of God. I've traveled all over Europe. I've traveled all over Asia. I've traveled all over US, America. I've preached this word, and God has never failed me. Listen carefully. If I start saying one by one temptation we saw, we will not leave this place. Let me just cut it very short. We have faced temptation, we have faced trials, we have faced battles, but God always gives us victory. We thank God for where we are today by His grace. God bless you.